Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
What's good? This is episode 156 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studder McFly, your antisocial host, back again with this lady and these two guys.
You know what?
Go and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
In honor of the last one, I'm so excited. That's my name. I'm so excited.
I hit the wrong one. I was looking for...
No, you hit the right one.
There we go. I hit the wrong one.
It's your boy Mo Lethal.
And I'm Des the Diva, sick of these three niggas.
Whoa.
You
Whoa.
get it with your voice.
You need some milk.
You get it.
You need some milk. You got to calm
You
down.
get it with your voice.
That's
I'm
right. He
sick
kept
of
saying
it.
that.
I miss you, Hunter.
You need some milk. You got to calm down. Like, this is...
She mad at us for her actions.
Hunter would be right here.
I don't know if it's
defending me. I
Drake
miss
milk,
Hunter.
Chris milk.
Don't you dare do that to me.
What, the Drake part?
No, nigga, he know what I'm talking about.
I think
That's that third name I was going to say.
I think he was referring to a little Washburn milk.
Oh.
You get on my motherfucking nerve. I swear to God, it's certified.
Anywho, how were your weeks?
My week?
Certified boogeyman. I'm the one up to school with him.
My week was pretty good. It's pretty... Nah. My week was how do you say it? What's the opposite of lucrative?
Lucrative?
It was fun.
Was it detrimental?
But it was detrimental to the funds.
To the funds, yeah.
To the funds.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to pay for memories, so
How many teas you
that's
see?
what's up. Some of them aren't what you think. You ever been in the French Quarter?
Yeah, some hang low.
How many old folks did you see?
I've never been there
Because
personally.
they're out there.
Oh, I just
there's
seen
a lot of
I just seen
olds.
video.
And people olds.
That's what we call
I
them?
just seen video.
Well, they call us the blacks. But yeah, good time, good food. Definitely good food. Oh,
I guarantee.
want that too fun? Want that too fun? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby?
All right, Wardy.
I'm a cash money millionaire now.
Oh boy.
I was going to say something and I stopped.
They did let me know though. They was like, "Hey man, you keep going certain places, you'll know. You should turn around. It's very easy to spot the hoods."
Yeah. Well, my week was kind of like Kevin's, costly. My daughter had camp this week and
What kind of camp?
gymnastics camp in
Oh, that's what's up.
in Calabasas.
Not
Ooh,
free.
bougie.
Not free.
Out there, every store is Target.
Well, yeah.
And
It was bougie. Yeah.
I had to do everything I could to keep my wife away from Erewhon. Because I keep telling her we ain't got it like that, but she believe we do.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
Erewhon is that uppity store where she wanted to get this smoothie that costs $28 for a smoothie.
What does the smoothie do for you? Like, is there
my
some
man.
magical...
It's been dubbed the Haley Beaver smoothie because she made it popular on TikTok. So now,
What does it do for you? Like, does
apparently
it
it has like a bunch of like vitamins, like antibiotics.
Time out.
and, like,
Time out. Let's
minerals
ask the
in it.
real question. Did you get it?
I didn't. I was at work.
did she get
Did
it?
she get it?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it like rejuvenate skin?
It's supposed
Give you
to-
like a
it's supposed to,
ultra colonic?
It's supposed to be healthy for you. That's all. All I know is that
You just saw the account.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
it give you like an extra like 1,000 followers, or like does it do something special for $28? That's what I want.
I thought we at least get a verse from Justin. Shit.
Something, huh?
Damn, for 28? That's Calabasas just for water, homie.
Nah.
You got to pay to sit in the grass out there. Like, it ain't free to do nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I'm excited for my daughter. She's
moving up.
She's moving on up, and she's getting really excited. She wants to actually pursue both gymnastics and dance, like competition wise, but the schedules don't line up. So she's kind of like torn between like I like doing both, but I kind of like doing this one more, so I'm gonna do this more, and the other one recreational. So
What's up?
Life lesson.
Yeah,
Des?
My week was fine. Uneventful.
Uneventful?
dried off.
You hear any new music?
Taking over.
Lucky Maurice. Yeah, it was nice. Worked on my nonprofit a little bit.
You discover any new music? No? I have a song called Empire Strikes Back.
It's your song you wrote?
No, I'm on the song with somebody.
So yes, he did right.
I wrote on it. Yeah. Unlike Drake.
He's not Drake.
But I think you should check it out. It's a dope song.
And I will, because you're an incredibly talented artist.
I appreciate it. So is the other guy on the song.
Why are you so flustered? What's going on?
Because y'all get on my nerves. My nerves are shots, okay? Pressed.
I'm trying to figure out why you blushing through your blush.
Yeah, what's up with that? Where'd you even get the fucking balloon from? Like, you just took that from my kids?
She gave it to me because it
She
matched.
ain't stopped playing with that.
Because it matched. So she gave it to me. She told me that she was going to be the one to bring the balloons to my birthday, and they throw the balloons in your room, she said. So
You want me to bring some milk?
shut your ass.
That's how I'm responding to you the whole episode.
Yeah, I'll get up on there. McFly, what's the first question?
McFly, your week?
My week was
Fuck
good.
that week. What's the question?
Ouch. Ow.
Get it, McFly.
My week matters.
Yeah, you little fuck
I went to
All
work.
weeks matter.
I went to work. Said I'm busting my ass to get ready for the countdown to Disneyland.
Awesome.
Yeah, fuck this.
You guys are gonna have the time of your life.
Yeah.
Make beautiful memories with your kids. It's great.
Yes.
Why are you talking?
Why are you mumbling?
What? Nothing.
The only mumbling I know is on SoundCloud. What are you doing?
It's a grippy.
Well played, sir.
He got it.
Well
He
played.
got it. The mumble rappers.
I got it. That's why I said it's grippy.
But anyway, that was about it. So I guess we'll get into the shenanigans. This is the Looking Within episode.
Okay.
That's not going to be the title, but you know what I'm saying. You feel me?
We're gonna reflect on ourselves.
So, what has brought you the most joy this year so far?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of questions.
That's a lot.
Yeah, go ahead. I think Des will start.
Yeah,
I can
Des.
give you
Nothing?
financial.
Anyone?
What has brought me the most joy this year? My
Yeah.
self-discovery.
That's what's up.
Um,
I was hoping you were going to say the podcast, but you know.
Definitely the podcast.
I
I won't even hold y'all. Definitely the podcast. And just the opportunity to have this, to share this platform with you guys and be able to be myself and but also definitely my self discovery.
What
That's what's
have you discovered about yourself? I mean, you don't have to share. It's personal.
Yeah, it's real personal. I definitely have gotten really, really personal with a lot of things I needed to correct.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
Does that sound like accountability? I'm so proud of you.
That's
Here we go.
That's another episode. Like that's we're doing good.
I'm so proud of you.
It's dope. That's dope.
I'm not taking accountability for shit.
You don't? I don't believe
No,
that.
I mean I'm stopping it. It don't serve you no benefits.
I have to, because if I don't, then I'm gonna keep going in the same direction, and I don't want to do that.
Perpetuating the cycle.
Slow motion, yeah.
Yeah, that.
I know this. I don't know if I should be proud of that or joy. It's just having some a pretty significant amount of debt relieved off my shoulders is
What's that like?
it's pretty fucking incredible. When I called to make a payment and the guy said, "Oh yeah, you got a zero balance," and I went, "Oh, can I get that money back that I paid you?" Like, but yeah, that shit was blessing and a half. So now we can focus on,
Doing the fun shit.
well, setting some shit up for the future, and then you know me, I'm gonna do the fun shit. What we had a whole episode, affirm, nigga.
I can't really answer this question because I don't think I've got to that point yet. Because I feel like for me, what's going to bring me the most joy this year is when I actually see my daughter's face at Disneyland.
That's what's up. That is a pretty dope moment.
So when she actually gets to go inside, get on the ride, and all that stuff, I think that's going to be.
That's good. Yeah, you're better than me.
Why is that?
I see him and I'm like, this is dope. But I'm like, you guys should remember this for 4 more weeks than you do. When are we going back? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be a while. But I mean,
but it's fun.
As far as recent events, prior to this date, I would probably say when I surprised her a couple weeks ago with the play date with her friend. She wasn't expecting to see. They're really happy to see each other. Her BFF.
Oh, you took her over and hang out.
Well, no, yeah, they hung out at the at like a
play date.
like inside playgrounds.
Yeah, that's dope.
So that's probably it.
That's what's up.
That's dope. That's always fun watching them break out of their shell. You're like, look at you.
Yeah,
look at you.
It's also funny watching the dynamic when kids get together and it's like that weird power struggle.
Yeah,
who's going to take the lead on what's going on?
Not with Graceland.
Yeah, but McFly.
For me, it's I guess just surviving this year. Like even with like the stress of bills, still being able to survive is the most joy I've gotten this year. Just knowing that I'm still kicking. Like I'm not letting it control the outcome or dictate my energy.
I was going to say my birthday, but niggas kept talking about work and they ruined it for me.
Oh yeah, them niggas.
I don't know if I believe that because I saw your ass crack a few times and you didn't care.
Yeah, I definitely.
You didn't care at all. I was waiting on Fire and Desire to come on.
I had it queued up. I just didn't play it.
So, like I said, I'm freestyling this one with all these questions. So, when do you normally realize that you haven't taken care of yourself? Me, it's usually when I go to the doctor and they say, "Nigga."
Like you talking about health wise or
health, whatever,
appearance
like.
wise.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
either it's all for, fair game. I'm just saying for me, it's when they tell me, "Nigga, like what's going on?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I know."
When I can't get it soft.
I'm sorry, what? What did he say?
When he can't get it soft.
No, ma'am.
Nigga, didn't we have 2 episodes about Viagra and you were saying like
when you can't when I know I haven't taken care of myself.
Oh, well played. He made it sexual. It's usually Maurice.
You know what's funny is my body tells me a lot of things. Like I'm bad at that shit when it goes to I'll get in the mode to like just take care of shit. And I just won't eat and shit. And I know that's dumb. But like a lot of time I'll be, I shouldn't say a lot of times. That sounds like I'm an idiot. But like you get that growl or you'll be like, I'm lightheaded for no motherfucking reason. Oh, wait, it is a reason. I need to sit down and eat. So a lot of that. I mean, like to figure out where I was at with my health shit, like it took to feeling a difference. Like if it's a difference in my body, like I'll go to the doctor. Like there's some shit where I was like, I remember like with the diabetes shit, I was just like, oh, it's just cotton mouth for no reason. I've been drinking water all day. Something's wrong. And when they're like, yeah, nigga, you got diabetes. You got to take care of that. But I don't know. I just kind of listen to my body in that regard. Or even when you get in a certain mental space.
Does it hit you like to the point where you're like, I got to get this shit together? Or does it kind of just like I have steps to it. I know it's like at first I'm hard on myself. I'm like, nigga, you let it get to this point, or like, and then you hit that next point where you're like, then you start accepting it, and then you start taking the steps to change it or fix it.
Yeah, I guess like first step is to see what the fuck's up. I might be tripping. It could be that, and then once I find out what's what, then yeah, I got to just formulate a plan to either you gonna sit in this shit or you gonna
take a shit or get off the toilet. Yeah.
Hate to use, but yeah, that's just really in that regard and things like that because I'm trying to be here. So, you know, I'm doing much better now, by the way.
That's great.
For me, similar. My body always tells me when I'm fucking up. A lot of times I don't listen, but it does.
Have you pissed in Morse code yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, we're good. We're all good now. All right.
No, I
What
have
is
not.
that?
Weak stream.
That's usually like the prostate checks where you like when you start pissing in like.
Yeah, it spurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not consistent. Yeah. No, I have not. That I have not. Yeah, like I know I need to do better, but circumstance is not. Like Kevin always been saying recently. Like it's for me, it's just I don't have time to do a lot of stuff I want to do. Because of the position I've put myself in. As far as taking care of myself, like appearance wise, my wife would just say, "Hey, nigga, you need to go cut that Jefferson off." Or
nigga, the next time you have a Jefferson, you need to post that on the page.
Nigga, the agreement was the next time you got the Jefferson, you're gonna get the
gummy.
You're gonna get the hair you put on top and make the full, and then come into work and fuck the whole day up.
I can't afford the hairpiece.
I want you to put on your head episode such and such out now.
Yeah, but I mean, if I go a week without shaving my head, it's strong. It's strong.
I like that. We should film a skit.
It's strong. It's strong. Yeah, so I mean, when I look at myself personally this year, I haven't been taking care of myself. I'm in more so focused on other things than other people.
What do you mean, like eating health wise and stuff like that? Yeah. Eating where you can.
Yes.
I do what I'm supposed to do health wise. I think it's more like emotional. I pour into people, and then when I get to like when I start to feel emotionally empty, then I snap a little bit, and I think that's when I know I have it.
Do you?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
It's this nigga with his over here.
Which one is it?
This one.
I didn't do it this time. I snitched. I threw him right under the bus, huh?
I'm listening.
But but as far as like health wise, I do take care of myself health wise.
That's what's up.
I think it kind of triggered me a little bit because I think emotionally I haven't even thought about taking care of myself emotionally.
It's so important, and it actually plays a part on the body, the physical form.
Yeah. I think I've just been so focused on doing what needs to be done. I haven't really thought about what I need personally.
I had that moment recently because as that's why family, the father time song from Kendrick Lamar hits home a lot. Because when I lost my dad, you just kind of get roped up into just doing work because bills don't stop, and they keep going. And so like that line in that song where it's like, bills never take a day. They have no silver spoon, so it's like you constantly just have to keep doing it. So I never grieve properly. So when Father's Day hit this year, I had certain moments where I was just fucking tearing up for no reason.
Not for no reason.
No, I mean, just like out of nowhere, I was like, because you realize you didn't process shit. So it's like those things, they do eventually come back. Like, you can only sweep it under the rug for so long until you start to trip on it. So,
You write to your dad?
Yeah, I do.
That's something I used to help too. I was close to my grandfather, and he passed, and I write to him.
I talk a lot to him. Like, I'll sit there and have a conversation and just be like, Dad, do you see this shit? Like, and like, I try to envision what he would probably say in that moment. And I hear his voice. So that stuff, like, but that Father's Day shit was, because I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and one of the guys he had on there was talking about how he just recently lost his father. And as soon as he said that shit, my brain just hit, because I remember that first Father's Day without him, and that what he was describing, I sympathized with. And then before I realized, I was tearing up. So, yeah, those are when you realize that you kind of got to start taking more consideration into being more, like Mo said, you just realize sometimes you just got to fucking acknowledge that you haven't been taking care of yourself. So, and that's mentally. So that's what happened this year. But usually I usually get hard on myself, and then I eventually start trying to formulate a plan to get out of that fucking stupor or whatever I'm in. I never stay there long. But
you know, it sounds weird, but I take a weird approach to certain things where I'm like financial stuff like that, and like certain things like mentally. Sometimes I go into the thing where it's like, if I can't necessarily control it in that moment, I just trust that I have the ability or the way things go. Like, we'll take the steps to try to get out of that, but I believe that we are going to.
mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. If you put that energy out, the energy comes back, or if it's just a mental
essentially
thing.
Like how the guests have said, where it's almost like they got a beginning and an end. Now they're just figuring out the middle of how to get, like, so it's like, yeah, I know I'm going to get out of it. I just got to figure out what's the middle ground to get to that, to the ending. Like, yeah.
And I almost like tell myself, you just got to trust, like, just don't fuck up all the way, and then just trust that we're going to get out. It happens. Like, we've been through shit, and we'll just, I don't know if that's a thing, maybe because that might trigger your mental to be like, all right, don't get down on it about it. Stay forward, keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I guess I do.
So the next question is, how can you live in a way that's more true to yourself?
Well, I can't walk around naked. So.
I mean, you can.
No.
It might not end well for you.
I wouldn't advise it with your daughters around, but I mean, you can.
Well, they already took the cake. Like, I come downstairs and like, why are you naked? Just ass naked. Just I'm like, well, all right. When company comes by, you can't do that. But yes, I don't know. True self. I feel like I'm fairly true to myself. I think more will be creativity, performance, things like that. I feel like I'm a different person in that. I'm the same person, but I'm more exaggerated, I guess, of myself in different little pockets of myself. So it makes me not look crazy. At least I'll be in a character or something and not just Kevin. 14 different Kevins.
What was the question?
How can you live in a way that's more true to yourself?
I think once I get over the fear of rejection as well as the fear of success, then I'll
be a real thing.
Like,
that is a real thing.
A little bit more in my truth. Because I do have a super creative side, but I just kind of like leave it where it's at so that I'm not.
You ever analyze, when you say fear of success, you ever analyze like what's to come? Like, is the fear in itself the thing of worrying about, like, what do you have to do to follow it up if you get success?
Yeah, I think it's the follow up, and then I think this might just be something I've experienced, but just kind of in our community, people treat you differently as you start to elevate, and I think I'm not necessarily ready to be treated differently yet.
Differently in like you're identifying people's hate, or differently like you don't know what's real or fake?
A little bit of both, really.
That was a bar. But
a little bit of both, really.
Because I do think, because when we talk about like fear of success, I always analyze that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck am I afraid of? But yeah, it's that you still have to question if that person's being genuine with you, and did they really believe that you deserve the success? Do they really believe that they're looking out for you to have future success?
I think fear of success to me comes into the sense of part of the where you said once you get there is like this your success, because once you're there, then it's a different life completely. because you succeed at something, you're no longer doing, like, you're still doing the work, if that makes sense. But now you're in a place to where you're like, now we got to maintain this.
Mm-hmm.
And now
So
we
the
got
expectation changes.
Like, a lot of that changes. And like you said, outward opinion of how things go and how you got to maneuver with dealing with stuff. And it's no longer just about you at that point. It's like, if you do it to a level that, because I think most of us look at success and, like, say with this, we're not looking to just fucking shoot and stop. We're trying to take it as far as we can. And the vision of that is, you're going to have people underneath us. We're going to have people that have families that rely on us. So it's like, that success is a different success, because now my failure fucks them up, if that makes sense. Like, and that's, I don't know. Like, that's a scary thought, but fuck it. Let's find out. Like, that's same shit with the, just got to trust it.
Trust the process.
Yeah. What's up, Negro?
Oh, for me, I just say,
I say he's deep in thought. So.
Yeah.
I would just say lack of self-confidence and self-belief.
Really?
Yes.
You seem like you have a lot of confidence.
That's
So
interesting.
it's just-
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was a genuine. I just wouldn't have guessed you would have said that.
No. I'm confident in areas I'm comfortable in.
where are you uncomfortable with?
I mean, I'm uncomfortable with a lot of things. Like,
Success?
I'm not necessarily uncomfortable with the thought of success. I'm more uncomfortable with what comes with it. The keeping the success going.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm uncomfortable in a lot of situations. Like I said, I am, even though I have a lot of extroverted moments, and I am truly introverted. Like I say all the time, my extroverted behavior comes from being around my wife, because she's very extroverted, right? And I had to be extroverted around my family because I was always around my family, so I'm comfortable with them, right? But in situations where I'm not necessarily comfortable with a bunch of people in the room, I tend to come off extroverted because I see like my ability to small talk, all that. Like, that's, to me, that's the defense mechanism. That's how I weed out. I get a notion of the personality of the person I'm dealing with, and I had to become comfortable with defending myself. And a lot of times, to defend yourself, you have to be very vocal, because people will they'll run all over you if you let them. And I learned that from just being like, the quiet one even with family as a kid. Like, if I don't stand up for myself, they're going to blame me for everything, because, you know what I'm saying? So, but even as a kid, I've always been, I've somewhat always self-isolate. Even to this day, I self-isolate. And I never really, I just always, like, when I do shit, I just feel like when I do shit, everything I do is just normal. There's nothing spectacular about it. So I guess that's what I mean. Like, I don't really see what I do as being something that's like exponentially great or has like a lot of value. I feel like what I do, the average person can do. I'm just an average person.
Sure.
I feel like
That ain't true, but
that was a cap.
How was that not true?
because there'll be a lot of niggas just like you.
I mean, that's your take.
That's cool. I understand, and I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong in how you feel. I'm just saying I don't necessarily see you as that.
I appreciate that.
So,
But we're talking about self-reflection.
yeah, no, nigga. Hey, nigga, hey, what you not gonna do?
So yeah.
Yeah.
Just as of the fear of success is a weird thing, but I also got to get out of my head of letting past shit that's happened to me affect how I decide to move forward. Because I noticed that, like, even when Quincy was here, we have similar dealings with the scene that we were a part of. So we share that, I guess, trauma, and that we understand that what was happening, even if we don't talk to anybody else or to each other about it, we understood what was happening. So I noticed when we're talking about, when me and Mo talk about the podcast and choices and moves to make, I noticed that sometimes those feelings come back up, and I'm like, I have to be able to separate it to get to the true meaning of what success can mean for the podcast, and not let that past shit where it was politics and gatekeeping happening, and not let that affect how I feel about being successful in a podcast. Because it's even though it's similar, it's a different progress. So know that the true self is realizing that you can reach success, but not be jaded by the past, not failures, but past bullshit that you had to deal with. So I noticed that limits my energy sometimes when I'm addressing things. So like on the pod, I'll let you guys talk, and I'll just sit there and I might interject from here to there. But sometimes it's like I'm reflecting on other shit that has nothing that pertains to the podcast, but realizing the realization that people can affect how you fucking get to enjoy it. Like,
yeah,
even when like promoting things, like I had to have this conversation in private where I'm like, I feel jaded because I started reflecting on past trauma of like niggas acting a certain way towards a certain situation, and me being like, the fuck, nigga, like, and you don't want that to, because it ruins the joy in the podcast for me, because I start thinking about the shit as an artist, and I'm like, don't let that bullshit come into this.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
And I have to keep reminding myself, because I was in a stupor, because you realize that, like, shout out to Calligraphy, like when we had Calligraphy on, you realize that the people that he might rock with might not rock with you, and you realize that reflection in how they react to him being on the podcast. So it's like those past feelings come up, and you're like, these niggas on the same shit, you know? Like, so you gotta snap out of it and let it be something else. And not let them ruin the joy of a podcast for me, because this is a new venture, not the same thing. So
yeah, a lot of that shit comes with, I understand why a lot of times us as black people say our age, because it almost brings you back to like when that certain shit be going on, like, nigga, I'm about to be 40, like, I ain't got time to do with your bullshit on me, like.
That's facts though.
And then like what's funny is that question right there is, are there any negative thoughts or patterns or limiting beliefs that I need to challenge? And that was one of them for me.
What's that?
Don't let that past bullshit.
Oh yeah.
And that negativity dictate how I move with a positive motion towards the podcast.
Yeah.
So I guess I transitioned to that beautifully. So that's the next question.
I know. I was trying to think. I'm trying to think. Because when I get to talking about being on stage and shit, it sounds like I'm fucking full of myself. And like, I used to hate that shit, but now I'm getting better at it. And like, fuck it. Like, if I think I'm good, if they think I could be great, then you should fucking live in that. And that's the thing that I've always struggled with on that. I was like, all right, you could be good at this, but I'm like, I always limited myself into the just being dope sometimes.
You know what Kendrick taught me with that pop-out show?
What's that?
This nigga's on the biggest platform, has the biggest audience. He fucked up multiple times and no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
And I used to always sit there and be like, nigga, I fucked up on one bar. And I'm hard on myself and no one else noticed or gave a fuck.
There's was it Wild West, the comedy? They did a comedy tour with, I think it was Vince Vaughn. And there's a good example of that in there, because there was one comedian on there and he killed it. Fucking great set. And one dude in the rafters was like something, and he was like, man, that motherfucker was like, fuck you. Like, he was like losing it. And they were like, why is he tripping? And then they were like, is that what you heard? That dude was like cheering for you. Like, you heard something different and it fucked your whole shit up. And like, yeah, that shit is, that performance shit is real. Like that anxiety. And so, yeah, it's interesting how that can work. And like, it takes one person. It could take one person.
So watching that pop-out show made me be like, you know what? If Kendrick can do a show where all these motherfuckers know these songs word for word, and they notice he fucked up and no one cared.
No one. They rapped with him still. Like, oh, we rapping that again? Cool.
And I was like, when I would overanalyze myself and everybody would be like, man, you did a dope set. In my mind, I'm like, but I fucked up on that one part.
Yeah.
And I'm overanalyzing that shit. I fucked up on that part. Why didn't you guys see that? I fucked up here. And it's like, well, they don't care. You still put on a dope show overall.
I guess that leads to like believing in your greatness. That's what I think it would be. Believing in your greatness. Like if you believe it, then believe it. Don't fucking, fucking show them. It's time to show them.
Oh.
We showing them.
I would just say the one negative thing I need to stop doing is the belief that I could always be doing more. Like no matter how much, I'm talking about like for like family wise, right?
Is it, and also in that feeling like you're not doing enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no matter what I do, no matter how I try to go above and beyond, I always feel like, I'm doing great here, but you could have did a little more over here type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it always comes back to like, man, I'm just trying to do the best with the time I got because I don't have a large amount. Like a lot of times when I do things, I don't have a lot of time to execute because I'm being pulled in so many different directions because I got house stuff here, work stuff here, father stuff, husband stuff, podcast stuff. I'm trying to be like perfect in every area. You know what I mean? And then you realize that like, something's going to suffer. And it kind of sucks because in my mind, I'm like, well, I have to choose what's going to suffer.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I feel like, it doesn't really matter what I choose. I always feel like I'm letting somebody down. So it's like that's the mindset.
Makes it hard to appreciate like the wins.
Oh,
because you're always thinking about like, oh, I fucked up here. Like I could do this better here.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's like, oh man, we got this amount of views, man. But if I had the time, we could have got this much. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't really appreciate what's in front of you because it's like, man, if I had like a couple days to just sit here and just actually like focus and lock in on this one particular thing, or I could do this. I just don't have, like in life, you just don't have time.
Yeah. It's like, Greg made me think like that, where he's just like, because he's had multiple kidney transplants and shit, and he'd be things like, just look at the ups. Sometimes you just got to look at the ups. Might not be a lot of ups.
Shout out to Greg.
But look at the ups. And I was like, you're right. You're right.
So Greg's one of them people in many a lifetime to me, like where he said some shit in perspective wise, and you're like, nigga, you noticed something I didn't notice before. Like, so like, shout out to Greg, because I remember one time he told somebody about me as an artist, and I was like, huh? Like, you noticed that shit? That's the one thing that stood out to you? Like, and you're like, damn, my perspective's a motherfucker sometimes, and it'll make you be in awe of someone else noticing what you did, and you're like, oh, okay. Shout out to Greg. Des?
You asked what was the limited belief that I had?
Yeah, what negative thoughts or patterns or limiting beliefs that you need to challenge?
I think that I'm not enough. Like, just...
Do you challenge it every day to like break out of it, that habit or that belief?
Mm-hmm.
That made me sad. That kind of made me sad.
Here we go.
But I get it though.
Shut up.
No, he was wanting to tell you some shit.
No, I don't think he was taking it as a negative. I think he was saying it's sad because you should feel
you
like
shouldn't feel
you shouldn't feel that way.
Not that
he was upping you.
Yeah, not. I think
Don't
he
make this a clip because now I'm gonna be crying on the damn internet.
That's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you can cry.
We've all cried on here, actually.
Yeah.
We just didn't have AI clips, so we couldn't be singled in.
That's not to be ashamed of. I think I feel that way oftentimes. Like when when there's things I can't, when my daughter asks me, "Hey, Dad, you come to practice?" No, Daddy has to work. I'm not. It's shit like that happens all the time. Like I can't be everywhere at one place, but at the same time, I understand I have to provide. So that dictates everything. So it's like there's events I can't attend. There's places I can't take her to. There's, I got to be asleep by a certain time. So, it limits what we can do the day before type thing. Like, so yeah, I feel that often. And I was actually like on your side saying like, I know what that fucking feels like. And that shit, it sucks. It sucks sometimes because it felt like especially when you out here feeling like you're doing all you can do. And it's like, well, shit, I can't. Like, I'm out here trying to I'm out here giving 100%, but I'm trying to find an extra 10% to push out somewhere else, and that just sucks.
But the thing is,
It's exhausting.
and that's the hard part. We got to realize is it don't exist. It don't exist. You can only give 100%, and like it's hard to step back and then look at that and go, my all is enough. Like even if the shit isn't where I want it to be, it's enough for where the fuck I'm at right now. So. And it's not even like you have to give more to get more. You get what I'm saying? It's just sometimes you got to do different shit. Yeah. Sometimes there's different shit. Sometimes the different shit is less shit, which is weird. But we don't even take the time to step back and look at that sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're just stuck in the... It's not a rut. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Like the cycle, I guess, of it.
Is it monotony?
Yeah, no.
No. The daily,
yeah, I guess that would be monotony. Yeah. Don't feel that way. I mean, I can't tell you not to feel that way, but shit, you definitely enough.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna say this just so I can stop crying. Now I put this waterproof spray on my face before I came here, so my makeup didn't melt, and this shit is not moving, and I am so excited.
That's what's up. See, there's a victory in there.
Hey.
Multiple victories.
That's awesome, but don't you dare girl us out again. No, I'm messing with you.
I had to say something so we can go somewhere else.
Tell them, hey. Well,
I mean, like, it is not moving.
Can we get free ads? Are they sued?
No.
I didn't say the name of the company. Yeah. I didn't say the name of the company.
I would have beeped that shit out anyway.
So I know the answer to this from Dez's standpoint, but do you guys meditate, journal? And if yes, how often?
No. Used to, no. Meditation, I don't know if it's... Because I don't do... I feel like meditation comes in a different form a lot of times, so it don't necessarily have to be sit there and... So.
Is weed a form of therapy or meditating for you?
Not the way I smoke, but...
Oh man,
it can be. It can help in assisting because I think that's more a mind frame type thing to get into that because you can meditate anywhere, even while you're driving, and that sounds crazy, but you can.
I've tried to journal multiple times. I never stick with it.
You know what's funny is my watch kind of pushes me to do it. Because it'll be like, how you feel right now, and it'll kind of push you like, nigga, you need to start reflecting more.
Yeah. A lot of times I do it. Sometimes I'm like, man, just mess with working.
I got a book over there that's half written into.
I would say I kind of meditate. Oftentimes what I do before I go to sleep, because I sleep with a fan. So I literally just put my whole head in the fan where I hear nothing but the fan noise, and I just kind of clear my thoughts and kind of reflect.
You ever take like breathing? You do breathing exercises? Deep breaths?
No. I was gonna say something inappropriate. No.
Wow.
That's maturity.
I almost want to know what you was gonna say because how the hell you turn deep breathe? Never mind. It hit.
You caught it. Didn't
it hit. Never mind.
That's what she said.
Oh God.
Still couldn't get away from the dirty.
I can't say nothing. Y'all flip everything.
That's what she said.
She said that shit. She said that shit acting like she didn't like being flipped over.
Y'all,
he a fan.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. What would you?
What was the question?
Do you meditate
or journal?
Yes, the reflection.
Would your raps be your journey?
When I get the opportunity, yeah. Like it's when I get to do them, like, and I actually get a time like this past week. I just sit there and when I get the opportunity, I just vent, and everything you hear in that song or that freestyle or whatever is me letting out everything that I was feeling in the moment, and that puts me back in a stable headspace. So like rapping for me is definitely like a form of meditation or venting or journaling. And but I do journal from time to time. I'll say how I feel in the moment and just kind of reflect on that. Like I said, the watch did a good job of doing that because it'll do it to me like 3 or 4 times a day. Like, how are you feeling in this moment? And I'm like, I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. Like, or I'm actually chill right now. Or so that is important. I think it's done better for me because I'm a highly stressed out person a lot, but like I try not to let it affect how I move. But I'm constantly in a state of stress because I got a lot on my shoulders. But yeah, I use it a lot. It does help. Another form of that is exercise for me. When I get the chance to exercise, I'll just zone out in that because you got to focus on that shit in that moment. If you don't, you will injure yourself. I've done that shit this year too.
Multiple times.
That too, but I know the realization of getting old, nigga, is the bounce back. When you're young, you can recover quite fast. When you're old, it says, nigga, it's gonna take a minute.
And ain't no taking no leave off.
Yes, nigga. When I severely sprained my ankle, and I got home and I had to go up the stairs, and I crawled up those stairs. Everyone was like, "What's wrong, Dad?" I said, It ain't my ankle ain't ankling right now. I'm fucked up. Like I had to drag myself up the stairs because it hurt, and I thought I broke that shit because it wouldn't heal. So, but it was just then when I got to the ER, they were like, "Yeah, it's not broken," because they did the X-rays, but it was like you just severely sprained it, but there's nothing fractured. But that shit took a while to heal. I'm still recovering from that. Shit.
The worst thing to hit you with is when the doctor's like, "Oh no, everything's good. You're just
old,
overweight."
Oh yeah, that too. I know they told him he was just like, he's like, "Yeah, nothing's broken, brother. Just getting a little older. It's gonna take a little bit longer to heal now." I said, "Thanks for reminding me that I'm older now."
Yeah, my doctor told me I had tits. He's like,
I don't think he's supposed to say that.
No.
Well, nothing's wrong, Kevin. You're just gaining some weight and you're developing breasts. So I probably start walking, huh? Yes. I didn't. They're full on.
Now, I think he would have overboard. He was like, "So we have some bra sizes here for you if you want to."
Care to go to coffee with me?
Oh no.
I think you're an A. You're an A right now, but if you keep going, you're going to be a B. It's going to escalate from there.
Try to get some mortgage paid. But...
You can go back to Palm Springs.
Got to refer to the episodes.
Pretentious. Go back, listen to pretentious.
Des, we know the answer.
Yeah, I definitely meditate. I think we all know that. I journal in multiple different ways, though. I have a journal that I just do daily where I just write out my thoughts and feelings. I have one that's guided. That's for like childhood traumas and things that I went through, and and it kind of helps me map through those. I have one that's like a shadow work where you're dealing with your inner child. And then I have an email that I write to, 2 of them. One of the emails I write to the children that I've lost. And then the other email, I write my experience as I'm still on the journey to become a mom. That particular one, I intend on giving to whatever child God blesses me with at that time. But it's going to just have, so like if I have a doctor's appointment, I write about what happened, how it felt, different exercises I'm doing, different foods I'm trying, different things that I'm going through to try to help me through the journey so that when my kid is old enough, they can have that and see what it took for them to get here.
That's what's up.
That's actually really cool.
Thank you.
And just to lighten up the mood in the moment, I got to ask this question.
Okay.
Have you ever used your backpack friend as a weapon?
As a weapon?
Like to slap the shit out of somebody?
Not as a weapon in that way, but I do be out here killing these hoes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you just beat it up?
Listen.
Do you play the Yin Yang twin?
No, she played Ray J. I hit it first.
Yep.
All right.
I don't have my backpack no more. I threw it away when I got married, but I know where to repurchase. So.
Big Blue.
I'm sorry.
You play Trey songs?
I'm boycotting Trey songs right now. He kind of.
You got him thinking you invented sex or what?
Trey's
Yeah, Trey. Yeah.
Give it another 5. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, this has been episode 156 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, comment.
All that.
Tell your friends.
We appreciate you. We rock with you heavy. Again, I am Stutter McFly. One more time with this lady and these two guys.
I don't know. What was my name? Retroactive Flabberback?
No, we'll go with that. It's your boy Molito.
And I'm Des the Diva.
I want to say I remembered it, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, like shits and grits. That was last time. Oh, well. Anyway.
You guys tell us.
Till next time, we love you. Peace.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday, you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.